Hello and welcome to this new video. Today we're gonna do something a bit different. We're gonna use Xtyles, our new library, in conjunction with some other instruments to build this arrangement for a pop song. Now, Xtyles is our new rhythms and loops combinator, and it's perfect for cinematic music and electronic music, but we wanna show that it is possible to use it also in more pop and modern kind of settings. In fact, I prepare here a very short demo pop song. I pulled up some vocals from Xtyles and a few Apple loops from Logic, and I am using Xtyles to enhance and to bring more harmonic content to the song. So the drums are from Apple loops, and maybe there is one or two effects from Apple loops, and the rest is Xtyles. So we're gonna listen to the song the way it is now, and then we're gonna talk about what I've done with Xtyles in this occasion. As you might have noticed, the GUI of Xtyles was changing in specific parts of the song, in specific sections, and that's because I've been making use of the scenes feature in Xtyles. So basically, a scene is a combination of loops. We have 8 loop cells. Each of these loop cells will include one loop per scene, and we have in total 640 loops in minor and major versions in 20 categories. So we have 32 loops available for each loop cell at any moment. So when we set a loop category for each of the loop cells, then we have available 32 different loops that can be chosen. We can have a different loop per scene. So in total, you could have basically 8 scenes times 8 loops times 32. It's really a lot of combinations. A good thing would be to listen to just the vocals and Xtyles, so we understand how much is Xtyles contributing to this song at the moment.
If we hide, we'll be better. Baby, you got that sign, that personality. You got that power to melt all in me. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to. I don't wanna dance so far without you. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to. I wanna know. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to.
We start with scene number 6, and this one includes 3 loop cells, so 3 loops in total. The main one I'd like to speak about is the vocal bites. Vocal bites is the category I've chosen for the first loop cell, and the loop cell is blue, so we can go here in the keyboard and locate the blue key switch, which is going to be a C. Xtyles is able to follow the chords of your song, so we have a major and minor version of each of the loops. So when you press below 64 of velocity, a minor loop will be triggered, and when you press above 64 of velocity, a major loop will be triggered. But also Xtyles can create pedal notes. So basically that is what I did exactly for the bass. For instance, if I play the bass, while the other loops will follow the chord structure, which is triggerable via key switches, and we'll see later how I did that, the bass is actually staying on the first note, on the G note. Basically what I did, I just pressed the G note on my keyboard and then press the lock button here. From that moment on, the bass will not follow the chord changes. But we can clearly hear that the vocals are changing and following the chords. For the verse, when the vocal starts, and I added a synth in loop cell number 4. And the scene has been recalled by pressing the F-sharp note over here. So scene 1 will be recalled by pressing the F note here among these yellow key switches, and then so on. F-sharp will be scene 2 and G will be scene 3 and so on. When the vocals are about to start, you will see the scene change. So we are on scene 6 and 1. Then in the middle of the verse, there is another change. I simply added this synth here, and I also pitched it 12 semitones above, so it sounds more or less like this. And I'm playing this one by pressing the orange key switch over here. So with the bass would be, and if I add also the synth, obviously I would have also to follow the chord, so G. Then when we get to the chorus, I'm triggering another scene. And this is scene number 3, and on its own it sounds like this. And you notice that the bass is still in pedal mode, just the G note going straight, while all these synths and keyboards, they all change and follow the chords. If they didn't, they would sound like this, straight on a G. But by changing the chords, and also we have these bomb rhythms, which kind of lifts up the drums a little bit for the chorus. For the last part of the song, we reintroduced the vocals, and we brought back also all the keyboards. One thing is that on this scene, which is scene number 5, we see that loop cell number 5, which is the orange one, is playing again, but it's also playing on scene number 2, if we recall it, you see. But on scene number 2, the loop cell is transposed and it's playing loop number 12. While on scene number 5, it's playing number 3. And the pitch is back to 0. So when I recall scene number 2, and I trigger the orange key, I have this sound, pitched 12 semitones up. When I recall scene 5, I have sound number 3 and pitch to 0. So that's how you can have different loops in different scenes within the same loop cell. What I cannot do is I cannot recall a different category of sound in the same cell in a different scene. So basically, anytime I choose a category for a loop cell, it will have to stay the same for the 8 scenes. It would be interesting to listen to the song without Xtyles and see what we are missing.
Not like you, but I had to pretend my friends don't know about you. If we had it, we'll be better. Baby, you got that style, that personality. You got that power to melt all in me. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to. I don't wanna dance and fall without you. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to. I wanna know. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to. I don't wanna dance and fall without you. If you wanna dance, so baby, come to. I wanna know,
So one last thing I want to just speak about is how I organize my tracks over here. There are 3 tracks here that are used for Xtyles, but in Logic you can have several instances of the same track. So I can put scene changes on the first track, the trigger, which is the white key. Here I can just record it and then loop it because it's always the same. As long as the white key is pressed, then the loop will play. But I could also do things like this. And then here I have the chords. Now just 4 key switches. The first one is a G, then we have a C, then back to a G, and then a D are played above 64 of velocity. And that means I'm gonna recall only major chords. But if I was to play below 64 of velocity, I would be recalling minor chords. So if you look at this one, you will see when I press one of these keys over here, like I'm pressing a G at the moment, when I press it strong, it's a G major. When I press it very light, it's a G minor. So I can do different things like... So I just transformed this kind of melody into a minor version of it. So it's quite fun, actually. If I actually wanted, I could just add a full loop on that. After the break, I'm gonna come back with another version of a pop song using Xtyles, so bear with me a second. So, and we are back. Now, this song instead, well, I shouldn't call it song, it's just a little demo. It's just making use of Xtyles alone, and this is kind of showing that we can do very quick demos just with Xtyles alone. Then maybe you can add things and make it better and make it sound more complete. But let's play this one and see what we have.
Standing by the shore, I was alone for so long, no one to hold me, until you came along, walking past the crowds.
Also in this example, we have a few different scenes that are changing according to the different parts of the song. So we are starting with scene number 1, recall, and it's going to be... And as you can see, the actual loop just stays on one note like this. But as we have seen in a previous demo song, we can follow the structure. So we have several chords going on here. And let's just mute the vocals for a second, which, by the way, is taken again from Xtyles. See here, it's changing chords. And we can actually see clearly, looking at this. There has been already a change of 2 scenes, actually. So from scene number 1, where we have only drums and bass, we change to scene number 2, and we are adding this keyboard. Then in scene 3, we are adding this synth and also another synth over there. So the first one is like this. And again, I'm pressing the pinky key, which is over here. I mean, Contact doesn't have really a pink, but it's over there. And the orange one. And together. But of course, following the chords. And you notice that here I've put this kind of broken regions here. What they're doing, they are triggering this key over here, which is the improvisation key. So before every change of scene, I'm using the improvisation key to create a kind of a little feel of breaks. So if I was playing the loop on its own and then pressing the improvisation key, it would sound like this. Normal loop. And then improvise. And all these improvisations are happening because on some of the loop cells, I pressed these specific buttons over here. For example, on this one, I pressed the rhythm improvisation button and also the sounds improvisation button. While on the med bass, it changes only in sound, and in the vibey groups, it changes only in rhythm. Whenever I press the G key over here, something kind of interesting will happen rhythm-wise or sound-wise according to what has been preset in the loop cells. And for example, the key moods doesn't have any improvisation option on. So when we get to the chorus, and this is the kind of the outro, and I added this flute kind of melody. Also, the flute is improvising rhythmic-wise. It changes slightly from time to time to create more interest in the song. So the loop would be like this. See, without changing the chords, it's quite static over there, but we can create some interesting stuff by pressing the improvisation key. And we could also maybe just have the flute improvising, and the drums maybe could just improvise rhythmic wise, and the bass as well could improvise, maybe the synth not. So. So that's plenty of fun right there. Of course, this song would need a little bit of, TLC. But as a demo, when you have a quick idea and just the chords you want to use and you don't want to spend too much time in fine sounds and stuff, Xtyles is really perfect for that because it provides drums, bass, and a lot of funky and strange synths and keyboards. And honestly, I found myself coming up with some arrangements that I wouldn't have thought about. I mean, this combination of sounds and synths in this way, I would probably maybe have done a more traditional kind of song, but sometimes I feel that it's better to experiment to achieve something that is more unique. And definitely with Xtyles, you can achieve things that are more unique and something that is a little bit more out of the box. So that's Xtyles in pop song settings. Hope you enjoyed this video, and there are many more videos to be watched. Just head over our channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Xtyles is available now. Have a great day. Bye.